Hey everybody, Melissa Simonson here with this week's episode of E-commerce Connection, and I've got Tim Jordan joining me. Thank you, Tim, for being here today.
Yes, ma'am.
So today I'm really excited to talk to you. We've done one of these before. We've talked a little bit about Hickory Flats and the services that you guys provide. So I just wanted to kind of revamp that a little bit, let people know what you guys do, and kind of get everybody up to date on what's going on with Hickory Flats, private label Legion, and all that stuff.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so why don't we start with tell me a little bit about what Hickory Flats does, and then we'll talk about what you've been up to recently.
Yeah, I guess the broad description be we try to help people build online businesses. So whether that's through free content or like coaching and consulting type things, we do some sourcing trips. We do a few little services like inspections for sourcing and things like that. So the list is kind of long, but generally speaking, we're trying to help people build businesses on Amazon, essentially.
Excellent. All right. That's very good. So, and then you also provide services like China inspections and things like that as well, right?
Yep, that's it.
Perfect. Okay. So that's a little bit about what you guys do. We could also put a link into the other couple of interviews that we've done. Actually, we've done one on your private label Legion show, and you've done another one on the e-commerce connection show. So that we can kind of get everybody up to date. But what I really want to know is you just got back from doing a walkthrough at ASD. Is that right?
Yeah, ASD, the workshop in Vegas. And I found out that it's a little unusual maybe for people to be thinking about the connection between trade shows and private label, that kind of some of the ways that I think about things.
Yeah.
I was meeting yesterday morning with some of the directors and marketing directors of the ASD trade show, and they were kind of surprised at the methods that we use to find potential product ideas and to try to find these niche opportunities, and then how we move that into product opportunities. And we had a workshop. We had, I think, 45 or 50 people in there, and the reviews that we got were really good. And we had some very advanced sellers that learned some really interesting new things that they're going to start implementing in the business. We have some folks that are brand new to private label that literally messaged me last night and said, Tim, thanks for the kick in the seat that you guys gave me with that content. I'm starting basically right now. So it was really kind of a hardcore, fast-paced, action-filled workshop, one-day deal, but it was good. And then we had some networking things. We had a big meetup yesterday, which is important because one of the biggest gains that I've ever gotten in this industry was networking and meeting other people. So getting to spend time meeting with them and networking and stuff like that is super important for me and super important for everybody else. So yeah, I had a good ASD, and looking forward to doing it all over again in March of next year when it's actually going to be a bigger trade show. The March show is always bigger.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it. And I would definitely agree with everyone who said that it's that you definitely have an interesting way of looking at getting new product ideas and sort of a unique approach. I think that most people, they just don't think in the same way. That's why it's great to network. That's why it's great to go to these events, because not only do you learn from the workshops and things like that you guys run or that other people run, you also learn from the people attending those things. How do they think of things? How do they get their ideas? And that's definitely something that can take your business to a totally new level. So
Sure.
very interesting. Okay, so I know that you've got another thing coming up. You are going to be going with another one of our strategic partners, I believe, to India. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. We're going to India in October, and I'm pretty excited about that.
I'm excited for you. I'm a little jealous. So you're going to be going with Megla, who is hosting sort of a sourcing mission to India, right?
That's it.
I
So
love it.
I'm going to coach a little bit on some of the methods that we use, but largely just to learn more about India, more about the sourcing opportunities, the culture, meet other great people. So it's a long flight, but I'm looking forward to the opportunities there.
I think it's amazing. And have you gone to India before to do sourcing?
I have not. My hope is that I go there and learn how to do the Bollywood dancing. That's kind of on my itinerary. If I come back and I don't know at least 3 dance moves, then I'm going to be really disappointed in myself.
I'm going to be disappointed in you too.
You'll be the first to know, I promise.
I believe that. All right. Well, that's awesome and exciting. I know that you've done sourcing in Guatemala, you've done sourcing in China. So very interesting and exciting to know that there's another avenue out there, and that you'll be able to help your community and our community learn more about it as well.
Sure.
Okay. So next, I wanted to see if you were willing to talk about something that some people have some questions on as well.
Sure.
At Hickory Flats and Private Label Legion, you guys have had some internal changes, right?
Yeah. So up until recently, we've had 4 of us that were business partners, and love them and respect them immensely. But we've kind of been focusing on some different things lately.
Mhm.
For instance, like we've been working on some Shopify websites and some really cool projects that honestly I wasn't even involved with. And we kind of started looking at directions that we were taking and some of the different routes that we wanted to go long term. And what's great about being entrepreneurs is, we're not stuck in a 9 to 5 job,
Right.
which means that we make changes occasionally. We make changes in focus. Just 2 minutes ago, I was talking to JB, working everything out, and love him, respect him. Nothing's really changing as far as Hickory Flats is concerned or Private Label Legion, the content. We've got all sorts of cool stuff coming down the pipeline. So business is pretty much resuming as usual. So not really any big changes or upsets or anything like that.
Yeah, I have to say, as far as I can tell, just to put my 2 cents in here as well, I've spoken to JB, I've spoken to you, and I will have to say this across the board with all parties involved. I have great respect for everybody. And I think that, if you guys have different fortes and you want to move things in different directions, I support both sides of everything that's going on. I definitely am still very excited to have Empowery partnered with Hickory Flats and Private Label Legion, and very excited to also be continuing to work with JB, Kate, everybody that's involved here. So
Yeah.
that's where I stand on that.
Yeah. Lots of cool stuff going on all sides for sure.
Yeah, and I know that you've got some really impressive things coming down the pipeline that we're not allowed to talk about, guys. I just want to say.
We hope.
I won't
Yeah.
mention exactly what.
It should be extremely exciting though.
Yeah, I'm super excited for you. I'm excited to be part of it, to be partnered with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing what new and big things are coming down on your side and with JB and Cassie and Kate as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good deal. All right, guys, that's it for us for today. We're going to go ahead and head over into the secret Facebook group. We're going to remind Empowery members what they get by being part of Empowery from our partners over at Hickory Flats, and by being part of the Private Label Legion group as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop in a comment, or you can always contact us at empowery.com/contact. We'll put you in touch with Tim and his team. And if you need anything, we are here at your service. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again next week. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you showing up here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're going to let you guys get on with your day. See you next time.